Analog Devices presents the SOT-89 RFIF Amplifier Sample Kit. Here are the contents of the Amplifier Sample Kit. The kit includes a postcard which outlines the contents of the kit shown below, including an RFIC product overview brochure. There's one ADL5602 evaluation board, which is a common board usable for all of the amplifiers in the sample kit, since they are, of course, all SOT-89 amplifiers. The amplifiers that are included in the kit are two driver amplifiers, the ADL5320 quarter watt driver, which operates from 400 to 2700 megahertz. There's the ADL5321 quarter watt driver, which operates in a higher frequency band, 2300 megahertz to 4000 megahertz, followed by two IFAs, the ADL5535 16 dB gain amplifier that operates over the common IF frequency range of about 20 megahertz to gigahertz, followed by the ADL5536 IFA, which is 20 dB gain, and then lastly, the amplifier sample kit is rounded off with the ADL5601 and ADL5602 gain blocks. The 5601 has 15 dB of gain, and the ADL5602 has 20 dB of gain, and those parts operate from 50 megahertz up to 4 gigahertz. In later slides, I will show some performance and some information about those particular amplifiers. So this slide shows the amplifier portfolio benefits that we offer. And really, this amplifier portfolio does have state-of-the-art performance in that we specify parts for broad and narrowband applications, which really shortens time to market. It's going to ease device selection. It's going to help lower manufacturing costs and simplify component evaluation. And all of these items really streamline supply chain and logistics within a company. And these RFIF amplifiers also complement the rest of our RFIC portfolio in that we support any RX and TX signal chain, and we address any radio architecture and any air interface standard. Further benefits of the portfolio show that we do have world-class performance across the complete portfolio, and that we've optimized these parts for the highest linearity applications. Our amplifiers are available in the standard SOT-89 package and also in the smallest footprint packaging available on the market today. All of our amplifiers have internal active bias, and all of our gain blocks have internal matching. These parts are also designed to the highest levels of ESD sensitivity. In our data sheets, we fully characterize these parts across temperature, power supply, and frequency. So our data sheets are fully specified, which further reduces cost and time. This also minimizes the need for device characterization by design engineers, which again speeds the design process. And wherever possible, we've reduced the use of external tuning components to further reduce cost and reduce space. The first amplifiers we're going to look at are our driver amplifiers, the ADL5320 and the ADL5321. The ADL5320 covers a 400 to 2700 megahertz frequency range, and they do require some external tuning to get about 300 megahertz of bandwidth anywhere within that frequency range. You get about 13.2 dB of gain, 42 dBm of OIP3 with a very high P1 dB of 25.7 dBm, and a very low noise figure of 4.4 dB on only 104 milliamps. That is one of the lowest power consumptions to achieve almost 26 dBm of P1 dB in the market today. These specifications are at 2.14 gig. The ADL5321 operates in the higher frequency range of 2300 to 4000 megahertz. Also does require some external tuning, which is very simplistic, and data sheet of each of those parts will show that information. You'll get about 14 dB of gain, 41 dBm of OIP3, and again almost 26 dBm of P1 dB on only 90 milliamps at 2.6 gig. So these parts do have broadband operation. They have extremely high output intercept points, very high output compression points, and again very minimal external tuning components required, as they do have an internal active bias on very low power consumption, and these parts all have a very high ESD rating. These parts have a 3A ESD rating. The next two amplifiers are their intermediate frequency amplifiers, the ADL5535 and the ADL5536, operate across a very wide frequency range of 20 megahertz to 1 gigahertz, and these parts are internally matched. So these are 50 ohm in, 50 ohm out gain blocks with internal active bias, two gain options, 16 dB or about 20 dB of gain. And you can see that these output IP3 points, 45.5 for the ADL5535 and 49 for the ADL5536, are extremely high performance specifications. P1 dB of about 19 to 20 dBm, and you can see the noise figure, 3.2 to 2.7, is extremely low. So these parts have a very, very high dynamic range, and that they have a high output intercept point and a very low noise figure on about 100 milliamps of power consumption. And the last amplifiers we're going to review that are in the sample pack are our RFIF gain blocks. The ADL5601 and the ADL5602 operate from 50 megahertz up to 4 gigahertz. You have two gain options, a 15 dB gain or about a 20 dB gain, with OIP3s of 43 dBm and 42 dBm on less than 90 milliamps of current, with 3.7 and 3.3 dB of noise figure. So again, you have extremely high dynamic range, and that you have a very high intercept point and a very low noise figure on extremely low power consumption. So for additional resources on our entire RFIF amplifier family, please visit analog.com/RFamps. There you'll find our latest brochure, which shows the world-class performance our amplifier portfolio offers, along with a complete amplifier family reference table on the last page of that brochure. And also, we have a Circuits from the Lab feature article, which shows how the ADL5534 dual IFA performs as a high-performance ADC driver. Thank you.